Hey everyone, how are y'all doing today? Welcome to Review Sesh. If you've been here before, I really appreciate you coming back to visit me. And if you haven't been here before, give me just one moment. Let me tell you a little bit about who I am and what I do. So my name's Mike, and what I do is I review federally legal hemp products and devices. So it doesn't really matter whether it's a consumable product of any kind or whether it's a functional device of any type. We're going to be looking at all of that stuff on this channel. I really do hope you enjoy the content that I'm making for you. So guys, today we're doing another flower review, and this one's coming from Black Tie. I'm really excited to look at this one, guys. This is one that you might have seen some other people work, reviewing. Very, very interesting one, and one that fits my profile perfectly. But before we do that, I want to go ahead and kick it back to the previous me, and he's going to go ahead and reiterate to you guys a little bit about what we do here on this channel, and he might even be able to explain a little bit about what THCA is for those of you who might not be sure. Right after that, we're going to hop into the review. Alright, as you guys know, I review federally legal hemp products and devices on this channel. And some of these products have THCA in the name. And THCA is one of those things that has an awful lot of people confused right now. So if you're one of those people that's confused, give me just one moment. Let me explain a little bit. I might be able to educate you a little bit about what THCA actually is. And THCA stands for tetrahydrocannabinolic acid. And it's the naturally occurring compound found on all hemp plants everywhere. Basically, it's the precursor to what we know now as Delta 9, THC. All right. So, in and of itself, though, guys, THCA is not psychoactive. You're not going to go out and eat a piece of a hemp plant and get any elevated effects. It does not work like that. It first has to undergo a process called decarboxylation. And decarboxylation may sound like a fancy chemistry word, and it's because it is, but it's very simple in principle. And it simply means application of heat. So it doesn't really matter whether it's environmental heat, just the heat of the sun, it's a hot day outside, or, we're applying some artificial heat with some flame or with an electronic heat source like I like to use. We are decarboxylating that THCA molecule, and it's dropping that A right off the end of that molecule chain, and it's leaving you with good old-fashioned THC. So, guys, I want to be very clear on this. For all intents and purposes, the THC that everybody that you've ever spoken to or has ever spoken about before this, before 2018, they have been referring to THCA, the naturally occurring compound found on the plant. All right? Very clear about that. It is basically the same thing everybody's always spoken about. But the great thing is, since 2018 in the federal farm bill, we can get all these things to our doors. We don't have to go out and, you know, deal with strange people at odd times of night, potentially go out and, waste our time at the least and risk our safety at the worst. Now we just get it mailed to us, and when you get your packages in the mail, you're going to be getting something like this. This is a notice to law enforcement and the Postal Service, and it just dictates what is in the package, and it does list the applicable sections of the 2018 Farm Bill that the things in the package are covered under. Very important to hold on to these guys. You don't want to get rid of these right now. They pack flat. Just hold on to them. There's no reason to throw these out at this moment. For the foreseeable future, hold on to these and hold on to any COAs or certificates of analysis that you may have with your products. All right. All right, guys. Now that we got that out of the way, we're going to be looking at Halle Berry today. And one thing that I love about Black Tie, guys, is their packaging. Every time I get a jar from Black Tie, yes, these are jars, but they are glass jars, guys. They're not plastic. These are glass jars. They are sealed like this. I mean, who else do you know? I think I've mentioned this before. Who else do you know that seals their jars vacuum sealed like that? Double perforated. Not that you really need it. Comes open very easily. Good tight seal. And then, when you get your jar out of this very, very thick pack, no smell involved, guys. After you get your jar out of that, you get this tamper seal. This shows that it has not been opened since it came from where it was packed. Really easy to get through that, though. Just give it a turn, breaks right off. So we're gonna open this up, guys. I'm really excited about this strain. Um, I do believe it has some blackberry in it. So you guys know how I love blackberry. Really, really interested in trying this one out. And we'll open up that cap, and underneath that cap, oh, look at that. Look, no smell. No smell, even though, I mean, was packed in all this. Doesn't really need to be. This is one of those other things that I haven't seen any other company, no other brand that I've seen uses these. Very, very nice. And when you crack them, mm, all of this packaging, all of this stuff here, that right there really does hold in all of that aroma, all of the nose. And when you open it, it just pops right out at you. That is wonderful. All right, so we're gonna get these out here, and this is a 7 gram jar. Sorry about the knocking around. That's my other trays. This is Halle Berry, guys. Look at these nugs. Tell me these nugs are not beautiful. Gorgeous. Dark purples, really nice dark purples, greens, light greens. Frosty as frosty gets. Very dense. And they are sticky. Very, very nice looking flower. I'm extraordinarily excited to try this, guys. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take a cut here. And I'm going to get the photographs that I need to get real quick. And then after that, we're going to be right back. And I'm going to give this a shot. Um, I'm really, really stoked about this, guys. So hang tight and we'll be right back. All right, guys, we're back. And I have some great shots of this Halle Berry from Black Tie. All right, as you guys know, I love myself some blackberry, and this is a cut of blackberry. It's a cross of blackberry and ice cream cake, or I think ice cream cake crossed with blackberry, potato. Oop, I mean, either way, either or either. Six one way, half a dozen the other type stuff, right? Um. Anyway, I'm really excited to get into this. Under the microscope, really, really dark, deep purples, beautiful, beautiful spots in there were some really bright pinks, tons of healthy, really gorgeous trichome coverage. Really, really nice. Very nice. And I'm really interested to see if we wind up with much in the way of keef on this. We will see using the old herb saver. It's a very simple grinder, but it does the trick. It is dishwasher safe and very easy to swap the screens out. And yes, it is plastic, but it is heavy duty enough. I never had so much as a chip on any of these teeth, so I'm not really worried about winding up with any particulates at the grinder or anything like that in there. Ooh, we do have some keef in there, guys. You guys will be seeing some nice keef shots. So I'll be setting that aside on my microscope, like usual. Make sure I don't forget to get you guys the keef shots once we're done filming. Put those in post, and you should be seeing them right now, or you may have already seen them. Really, really wonderful smell. Wonderful smell on that. Really pretty flower. Alright, and as usual, we're going to be using a couple of different pieces. We're going to be running with our little microdose taster. Little taster bowl. Get that set up. And then we're going to be running with the Hybrid Matrix Titanium Shovelhead Injector Bowl. Alright. So, as we know, this is ice cream cake crossed with blackberry, and we know that blackberry is a cross of Black Cherry Punch and Trop Cookies. Both very, very um, tropical flavor profile forward. All right, so I'm expecting a lot of that here, but I'm also expecting a little bit of cakey, a little bit maybe some vanilla, something like that on it too. Um, Probably earthy. Now that I think about it. Now that I think about it, yeah. So it's probably gonna have some good earthy tones to it. Um, this is indoor grown. It does have a slightly sativa dominant leaning to it at 60-40, approximately 60-40. Average contents between 30 and 36%. And let's see if I can find. Yep, and here we have the content on this is 33.25% THCA with after decarb that comes down to 29.19%. So with the total cannabinoids of 33.277%. Uh, Very nice. Primary aromas, according to Black Tie, are sweet citrus, creamy berries, and woody pine. And the smell profile is a captivating blend of sugary orange, creamy berries, and earthy pine. Creates a rich and layered aroma. That's fairly fairly close to what I'm getting there. It is a little bit more on the orange, sweet orange side than straight blackberry. I'll put it that way. And of course, you know the the ice cream cake side is going to bring in that earthy kind of gas to it almost. So I'm expecting some of that. All right, so this is going to be one of those all day uh, type flowers, according to Black Tie. We're going to see. I do expect it to help wake me up. I do have an awful lot I'm working on right now, and I need to stay awake. So I'm going to be doing this, and I'll probably go get another cup of coffee. So this is actually named after the actress Halle Berry, and not sure exactly how it wound up with that name, but I'm sure there's a great story to it. Maybe I'll try to figure that out one day. This is going to leave you, according to the effects on all but aroused, give you some euphoria, focus, happy, relaxing, sociable, and uplifting feelings. May relieve arthritis, chronic pain, cramps, depression, muscle spasms, and stress. Um, all of that it may relieve is down to the stimulant effect, probably the stimulating effect of the sativa. Um, a lot of that muscle spasms, you know, chronic pain, arthritis, a lot of that really does help. Um, if you have a sativa, and it helps because you have more energy while you're moving around, and when you're moving around, you're stretching yourself out. And you know, think about it this way: cramping. All right, me, I deal with cramps all the time. I deal with cramps in my legs and my feet. I'm at my desk all the time. What helps me when that happens? Get up, walk, do something, move around. A sativa is going to help that, guys. It's going to make you want to get up and move and do something. Uh, whether you whether you feel like being lazy or not, it's going to give you that energy. At least it does for me, and that's why I'm very careful with my sativas. All right. So and yeah, so all around it should be quite stimulating. Now, flavors on here: berry, citrus, creamy, dank, fruity, orange, sour, sweet. Same as the aromas: berry, citrus, fruity, orange, pine, sour, spicy, woody. Some of those are kind of redundant, but I digress. It's kind of how these listings go. Um, but let's try out the microdose bowl, see what we think, get a little taste. I can definitely get the blackberry in there, but it does have some citrus that is closer. I gotta be honest, it's kind of closer to. It's not as tangy, but it's closer to super boof than it is blackberry because of the citrus in there. You can still get some of the berry, but it is citrus forward, and because of the ice cream cake, it is slightly creamy. It is slightly creamy, and it does have some sour notes. I can't tell if the sour. I think the sour might be coming from the the aroma from the pine. A lot of the deal with these terpenes, guys, they and flavonoids, both of them carry flavor and smell. All right, both flavonoids and terpenes carry flavor and smell. Terpenes tend to be associated with smells. Now, when we talk about aromas, we're talking about terpenes typically. And one of those aromas here is pine. Now, since our olfactory sense is responsible for about 80% of our sense of taste, what we actually taste is actually determined in large part by what we smell. I'm thinking I might be getting some of that sour because of the pine essence there, because of the pine terpene um, on the back of it. Very nice, very nice, but it is creamy. It is creamy. I can tell that there's ice cream cake in here for sure. I can also tell that there is some cut of blackberry in here. Now, like I say, that is more toward the tangy side than um, some other blackberry I've had. I think in this case it works better than it would in otherwise. And that little bit of tangy kind of reminds me on the front end, kind of a orange creamsicle or something like that, with more orange zest or a little bit of sour punch to it. So kind of like that, maybe. Very similar. Or maybe Flintstones Push Pops, the orange Flintstones Push Pops, maybe. Almost like that. If you guys remember that. If you guys are old enough to remember those. I don't even know if those are still a thing, but when I was a kid, those were huge. Um, but yeah, it's kind of like that, I would say. Very, very nice, very smooth. Effects are creeping on me pretty good. I'm starting to feel a little bit more awake. I'm starting to get the pressure behind the eyes that a sativa tends to give me. When I'm hitting a sativa, I tend to get a certain amount of pressure build up behind the eyes. My lids get a little droopy, and I start to get a little bit more red-eyed. Like sativas do that to me more than indicas, believe it or not. And that's because of the increased blood flow and the stimulant effects and all that sort of stuff. But all right, so we're gonna run this one, and this is still the January weed box piece. Really nice, heavy beaker, and I do enjoy it for a very simple, easy to clean piece. You cannot go wrong with a beaker for ease of cleaning. Okay, yeah. On that one, definite. That's what I'm getting. 100%. That's what it reminds me of. It reminds me of a Flintstones orange push pop. One of those little orange sherbet push pop things. Wow. Very good. But it's not like an overpowering. It's not like straight up like some like Super Booth, for instance, can be so tangy, so citrus forward, so orange type of citrus forward that it can turn some people off. Some people just do not do Super Booth. I know a couple of guys that just, I mean, they will if it's give to them or whatever, but I mean, if they get it, they go through it as quick as possible. They don't sit on it because they don't want to sit on it. Whereas me, if I like something, if I really love something, I'm going to baby it and I'm going to, be very choosy about what I pick through and what I go through. If it's really special, like this I'll probably be sitting on, working my way through this for a couple of weeks, because it's something that I want to every now and then have a taste of, and then I want to reevaluate. You know what I'm saying? It is something that's really interesting to me, going back to these flowers and seeing what I get, day to day, week to week, sometimes month to month, depending on how much of a particular product I have and how long I decide I want to sit on it for. Um, really, really fascinates me. Um, in this, I mean, guys, look at that. Look at that right there. That is just out of this world beautiful. I mean, mm, mm. And it definitely does have that ice cream cake going for it too. It does smooth everything out, makes it really nice and creamy. And this is a hit. I mean, if you guys like, you know, orange sherbet and that sort of stuff, this is very, very good. Just enough of a sour twist to make you know that you're getting some citrus in there. Really, really nice, guys. And it is very potent. It is very potent. It's crept on me. It's got me pretty uplifted. You know, I'm, I'm pretty well lifted, guys. Wow. I'm flabbergasted. I've had several people tell me this is just amazing. That I'm gonna love this. My buddy Be Real, you guys have been seeing him recently. He and I have been running weekly live streams, live sessions. Just smoke sessions every Tuesday. Hopefully we'll be doing another one uh, every Tuesday from here on out. We really enjoy him, and he was mentioning in the last session. He's like, "Man, Mike, when you get a hold of some of this Halle Berry, as much as you love um, Blackberry, you're gonna love this." And he was right. This is something special. And if you guys are interested in something special, Black Tie has it. Halle Berry's the way to go. If you like really fruity forward stuff with some cream to it, like I say, it reminds me of that old school, orange sherbet, Flintstones push pop, and yeah, I can get down with that one. All right, guys, I hope you've enjoyed the little review I've had of Black Tie Halle Berry. Beautiful flower, gorgeous. Um, I do have so much more coming for you guys. I have some more devices coming. I've got some more glass coming. Just all sorts of different things. And if there's anything that you guys want to see, if there's any brands or any devices or any particular items that you want to see, or if there's any questions you have about this plant that we all love and you'd like me to do some research and learn some more about it so I can share with you, just let me know and I'll get right to work and I'll go at it with my normal um, obsessive drive and I'll come on here and I'll make a very long-winded video when I say and a lot through it like I do most of my videos and we'll just have a good old time like normal. So, guys, I hope you're having a great day, week, et cetera, night. Whenever you're watching this, I hope you're doing fantastic. I hope you've been taking good care of yourselves and taking care of your loved ones and your families, and just going out there and getting at it every day. It's very important, guys, that we stay active. I've said it before and I'll say it again. Idle hands are the devil's playground, and that same thing goes for not on mine. I'm trying to stay busy right now as much as it may tire me out physically. what I really need to do is I need to stay busy mentally and, while maintaining, of course, good self-care and making sure that I get plenty of rest. It's a, it's a fine line as a creator, I gotta say. Not to get too kind of philosophical about it, but it's kind of weird. I never expected to have to, um, really deal with managing my time and my energy in the way that I do when I'm when I found myself here. You know what I mean? It's crazy. Suddenly, I've got to manage my time in a way I never expected, and so I can continue to make these videos that I love to make so much. So until I see you next time, guys, you can continue to like, subscribe, comment, hit that notification bell so you know every time I got a new video coming out. I really appreciate it. And as always, I want you to continue to stay lifted. I want you to continue to stay blessed. And guys, just keep it up. We have a fantastic year ahead of us. I'll see you very soon. Peace.